Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blogs. So let's get to it. Hi, rock stars. How y'all doing? How y'all living? Don't have much to talk about today, so this should be a short video, okay? But we got to start it off with politics. I know. I don't feel like it either. But you guys know that the Democratic debate started last night. Will continue on tonight. Did you guys watch them? I had them on. Didn't pay much attention to it. But the fool of fucking niggotry that I did see, I was just like, oh God. This is the pick that we have to choose from? First of all, it is way too many fucking people. I feel like all these folks watered down the debate. And you can call it a debate if you want to, but it didn't really feel like anybody was really going back and forth with each other. Either they're not really well versed in debating and arguing their point, or they did not really want to go there with any of the other people. Whatever it was, I was just like, the people that stuck out in my mind, I mean, you know, Cory Booker, I think he did a good job for what it's worth. Elizabeth Warren is always going to be my girl. I just like the spitfire that's in her. And the Castro guy, I think that he's the one that now everybody is like, oh, now who is this? But that's still like, you know, that still doesn't mean that I feel like he's giving me that awe-inspiring speech and just, you know, makes me want to rush out and vote for him. But he is somebody now that I was just like, oh, maybe I'll have to take another little look at him. But the rest of them, you guys, what's going on with Mr. O'Rourke? He ought to be. I was embarrassed for him. Oh my God, he made a fool of himself. This whole Spanish thing, I read online they were calling it the Christopher Columbus syndrome. You know, that the everybody that's running for president, they rediscover Hispanics right around the presidency time. And him speaking that Spanish, I was just like, and they were sitting up there looking too, like, are you really doing this? I know the memes are saying that Cory Booker was mad that he didn't get to do it first. But I was just like, Mr. O'Rourke, cut it out. Who else? Let me see what I wrote down here. Bill de Blasio. Is that how you say his last name? He's an asshole. I mean, maybe we already knew that. But everything else, I was just like, you know, maybe they will look at the polls and what people had to say, you know, after last night's display, and maybe tonight, you know, they'll come with a little bit of something. But I was just like, yeah, this is still not giving me the feels. This isn't giving me the feels. I don't feel like past debates. Maybe once it gets whittled down some, and you know, we get to the people that we know is the front runners, but it was just blah, 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 blah. What did you guys think about the debates? Did you get awe-inspired? Was there somebody that really made you wake up and be like, now this is the person that I am voting for? Or do you feel like me and you still feel like, man, this is a piss poor batch that we got to choose from? That's it, y'all. Go on and leave your comments about it below. Let's talk about your girl Cardi B. I know that half of you guys, she's not your girl, but for the other half it might be. She's had an eventful week. First of all, let's talk about these charges. The grand jury indicted her on 2 felony counts and 14 misdemeanor counts, all stemming around this fight that happened in a Queens strip club, where they're alleging that Cardi B sent a couple of people to go beat up these 2 sister stripper bartenders. They're not strippers, they're bartenders in the strip club. All because they're saying that Cardi B thought that those girls were, or one of the girls, I've heard a few stories. One of the girls was having an affair or fooling around with Offset, and then I also heard that she thought that they knew something about another girl that Offset was. I mean, Offset's been fucking around, so it could have been them or any other girl. They're saying that when they went into the club, you know, they were throwing bottles and throwing drinks and supposedly bashed one of the girls' heads against the bar. Okay, your standard stripper club fights. Shit. Those strippers be fighting to the death. Okay, we done seen plenty of them damn fights that they do. Anyway, like I said, originally it was all misdemeanor charges. We didn't think that they were going to be that serious, but then the prosecutor offered Cardi B a plea deal, and she rejected it. She turned it down. So the prosecution, gave it to the grand jury, and they indicted her. So now here we are. So it's Cardi B, and then it's two other people. Their names are Taiwan Jackson Morrell and Jeffrey Bush. Jeffrey Bush. No relation to the Bush family. Oh, you don't never know with them, child. So anyway, they were all charged. Taiwan and Jeffrey will be back in court in September. We still don't know when Cardi B's next court date will be. I think they're going to set her court date in September when Jeffrey and Taiwan make it back there. I was like, so it was two men? Is Taiwan a man or a woman, y'all? I don't know. But Cardi B is maintaining that she's innocent and that it's bullshit charges, and that she is not going to jail. Okay, even had everybody say that at the BT Experience, or she was saying it on stage or something. So she seems pretty confident that she's not going to go. And I don't really think she's going to go to jail, but you don't never know. They're definitely making what is the word? Not spectacle, but they're really making sure that it's in front of the cameras and everybody knows about the charges and all of this. So, I mean, they're trying to make an example out of her. I suppose that might be the word that I was looking for. But, I mean, we'll just see. As a little fuck you to the system, Cardi B did release her new video press. And, yeah, you know what? Say what you want about Cardi B, but her videos are bomb. They are bomb. And I enjoy them. You can tell they are very high quality. They are very well shot. It's good shit there. And I enjoyed it. I see her in her brand new body. I mean, that shit is put together, ain't it? Them titties look like they hurt, though. I was like, bitch, it look like you got two, it's very unnatural looking for your titties to look the way that they do. But when you put it all together in the package and you up on stage, you're a rapper and all that, I mean, I guess that's fine. But just a regular bitch at the beach, you're gonna look ridiculous with them titties looking like that. But child, it looked good. It does look good on camera. I think she looks really good. I really did enjoy the video. It is a little bit of a twisting of the knife, just the whole theme of it. And, she is playing up this bad girl image. I mean, she might as well, right? Okay, she's got a lot going on. Art imitating life, imitating art. Did you guys see the video, though? The video is cool. It will make you like the song a little bit more. I don't know if that song is my favorite of Cardi B's, but like I said, I understand what she's trying to do, so. Oh, on a positive note, she did win Songwriter of the Year at ASCAP's 34th Annual Rhythm and Soul Awards. And this would make her the first female rapper to win. So she's making history there. And I know everybody's going to be like, oh, she doesn't write her music. And I was like, I do not care. ASCAP said she did, and they gave her an award for it. So that's fine. That's enough for me. But yeah, that's what's going on with Cardi B. She continues to stay in the press. Cardi don't need no press. Let's move on to the next story. Guys, now this next story is a serious story and something that we don't even need to laugh at this point. It seems that your girl Teairra Mari has more legal problems. Sunday night, or I guess I should say Sunday morning early 3 a.m. They're saying the police followed her for about a mile as her maroon colored 2014 Dodge Charger was rolling down the road, and there were sparks flying out from underneath it. Now, why were there sparks, you ask? Well, good question. I'll tell you why. Because somewhere in the night, before the police got a hold of her, she had hit something and knocked the tire off of her car, and she was driving around on the rim, I suppose. Like I know that we not supposed to be fucking driving a car with no tire on it. Unless you're running from the police and it's a high-speed chase. How the hell else are you driving down the street with no tire on it? Usually that means that your thinking process is a little bit skewed. It's a little bit off. And in this case, it was for Teairra Mari, because they say that when they finally got her to pull over, She was going through the Queens Midtown Tunnel, saying that was particularly dangerous because the tunnel is narrow and it's highly traveled. She could have caused a really bad accident in there, and it's a major thoroughfare and all of that. I'm not familiar with it. Actually, I think I did go through that tunnel when I went to New York. But anyway, they say when she finally was stopped, she was not able to stand still. She was wobbly, clearly drunk, and that she tested 3 times above the legal limit. So she was arrested, charged with DUI. Yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad. They're saying that also in the car they found a closed bottle of Kettle One vodka and an open can of Four Loko. And I was like, bitch, not Four Loko. I mean, you was really trying to, really Four Loko? Like, I didn't even know anything about Four Loko. I had never seen it in LA. When I moved here to Atlanta, I usually would get my limeritas, my raspberries. God rest the raspberries soul. They don't make it no more. That was the best Rita, if you ask me, that they made. But anyway, I would stop at the store and get me a raspberita, and one day they didn't have that, and I was looking around I was at the racetrack. The racetrack is a gas station out here. I was at the racetrack, and I'm looking, and I was like, oh no, what is this? Four Loko looked like it had graffiti. It was lime green, a yellow, bright red. It was all these pretty colors and all that, and I was like, well, that's interesting. Let's try some Four Loko. Okay, nigga, wrong idea. That shit had me so fucked up. I was just like, this feel like Cisco, y'all. Now y'all know what Cisco used to do to you back in the late 80s and early 90s. I was like, this ain't really how Roxanne is trying to live in 2000s. Absolutely not. They even say that Four Loko is not even legal in some states because I guess it has is high in caffeine, but it's also, very strong alcohol, and I guess the two counter each other, and it be having people's hearts racing and fucking them up real bad, and I can see why, honey. That was the first and last time Rocky did Four Loko. Nigga gonna be real comfortable with these limeritas, but definitely trying to drive with all that going on, is absolutely not. So I don't know. We might need somebody, some of our heavy hitting prayers out there to really try to see what they can do for Miss Teairra, because where is her family? Where is the aunties, the mama's aunties, the great aunties, the one that's, got good sense? Because sometimes we can't even tell if the parent's okay. But the great aunties usually can tell her about herself or something, because I'm just like, her friends definitely cannot care. They just continue to let her. Or maybe you can't even blame the friends. Maybe it's just that she's just in this true downward spiral and nobody can really help her. I don't know what it is there. But y'all, we need to put on the prayer list. Okay, let's shoot out a real quick prayer. Lord, please touch right now Teairra Mari. Okay, heal whatever it is in her body that makes her want to do these things. Take that demon away from her drinking. Lord, we just ask all these in your name and pray. Amen. And it's done. Okay, we're going to stand on that, y'all, because this child can't continue to have these problems. All right, this on top of her legal problems that she has, with 50 Cent. I have read that she had the money for him at one time, just like a week or two ago, and then this happens, and now she might want to hold on to that $30,000, child, because she might need it for a lawyer and everything. So I don't know, y'all, but y'all hope that your girl, can get it together. Anybody out there know her, y'all going to reach out to her. She needs your help. My computer is telling me my startup disk is almost full, so let's get through this the rest of this video pretty quickly. Speaking of 50 Cent, 50 Cent posted the other day on Instagram, oh, I take that back, power isn't ending season 6, this shit is too good. All right, you guys, don't get all excited. 50 Cent is a troller. He likes to troll. All right, and this is what he does. The show is about to come back. They have already announced that season 6 is done. And I don't know if 50 Cent even has the power to tell a network that they're not coming back and then all of a sudden say, oh no, we are coming back. I'm not sure how that works, but Starz probably already has in motion, what shows are going to replace that show. The actors that are on that show have made some obligations to new shows. I know that Joseph Sikora is going to be on Ozark, which is a Netflix series, which is really, really, really good. Okay, I can see him fitting into that show perfectly. Might be a little bit typecast, but you know, this is just his second big role that we know him, you know, to be on. So, you know, we won't give him the typecast just yet. I mean, we don't know what he's going to be playing on there, but you already know everybody on that show is a little bit like Tommy. And Courtney hasn't said anything. Nobody else from the show has said anything about it coming back. So I just really think that it's 50 Cent just trolling and trying to get up the excitement. You guys know how he does. I'm looking forward to this last season. I think we will get a lot of the retribution that we want. You know, got to get rid of, you know, Lil Man. What's his name? Can't even think of his name. Rotimi's character. Andre. Yeah, Andre gotta go. Angela is not dead. You know, Courtney had already told us that. She ruined that for everybody. But yeah, it's just like, no, I still do believe that the show is done. So if for some reason the show does continue on, then we'll go from there. But right now, oh, I forgot to put my earrings on this morning. Oh, this thing in my ear. Okay, you guys. And then lastly, in quickies, this video of Jussie Smollett, you know, the police, you know, the video that they have recorded from their uniform of them walking into his home when he had just supposedly had been attacked, and he still has the noose around his neck. You know, I don't know what you guys want me to do with this information. You guys had already told us that the police, when they got there, he still had the noose around his neck. So then they released the video, and it's the video of him with the noose around his neck, which it did seem awkward and ridiculous. So I'm just like, why would you keep that on your neck, even if you wanted to keep it as proof? You know, it's such a off-putting image to even have on you that, you know, it seems like that would immediately be the first thing that you would remove. But whatever. They had already told us that it happened, then we saw the video that it happened. It was nothing else to it, you know. So I'm just like, I mean, okay. So he did have the noose on his neck when the police came. Okay. So, I mean, look, take that with you whichever way you want to do it. You know, just go on and put that in the memory bank, you know, for the rest of your bullshit with that Jussie Smollett case. What else? Carmelo Anthony. Listen, the video, I mean, the pictures came up yesterday. I was like, what a fucking idiot. Okay, they had already made it seem like him and Lala was trying to get back together. You know, Lala had always struck me as the person that was really wanting to work things out. She was very hurt about him having this outside baby and everything, but the fact that they never divorced and they were really trying to see if they could work it out, you know, possibly he just made some mistakes. She kept his last name, kept the marriage, you know, even though they were separated. Okay, they worked through that. We've been seeing that they've been together recently and posting, you know, messages again, you know, to each other, and we was all getting the feeling like, okay, they got through that hurdle, and you know, everything is doing better now. And then for these pictures to come out yesterday, I was just like, he is a fucking idiot. And we knew that it was Lala's birthday, and all over Instagram everybody was giving her birthday wishes and everything. And then for those videos, I mean those pictures that come out, I was just like, oh my God. So I had to condemn the man. Then when his video came out of him saying he's on vacation with some friends, and you know, that was somebody else's wife, you know, and that he wasn't messing with her, and you know, you guys are just putting 20 on 10 and you ruining his life, and you know, he got to deal with his wife and his kid, and you know, stop trying to put these people out there, they real private people and all that. Then I was just like, okay, well, maybe he is telling the truth, because who does all that? You know, who actually comes out and just be yelling and chastising everybody? And you know, when it's easy enough for people to really find out if it indeed is true that he was fucking around. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, because we do know that the media can be, you know, paparazzi can take pictures and they can get other people out of frame, and it might be a whole nother story going on in the background and we never see it, right? So I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I said, okay, maybe we have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and led astray. Alright, so then I was like, okay, yeah, maybe not. I have never even heard Carmelo Anthony really talk. Okay, y'all are just kind of sitting over there like a bump on the log, you know, with some fucking wave cap on and standing over there looking stupid, wearing some shit that, you know, from like a season or two ago. So when he was talking, man, leave them people alone. You know, this woman, this man, they married. And I was like, oh, he got a little nigga in him. You know, I had no idea. But anyway, I was giving them the benefit of the doubt. And then today, Lala posted and deleted a picture of a heart with a knife you know, stabbed into the heart with blood spewing everywhere. You know, she posted that and then she deleted it. But it was enough for everybody else to screen grab it and post it, okay, for us to know that she feels like she was stabbed in the heart. Now, even though I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, God damn it, if Lala don't believe your ass, nigga, I don't believe it either. So you back on the fucking, you know, doghouse as far as I'm concerned. What an idiot. If you don't want to be with Lala, then just don't be with her. He's never seemed like he wanted to really be with her, if you ask me. He's always looked miserable with her. And now the thing is, Lala don't really need Carmelo. She's built her own thing now. So it's not the same as it was before. So I don't know what to make of it. But I'm telling you this. Lala say she stabbed in the heart. Then goddamn it, Lala stabbed in the heart. Nigga, you need to just move it on along. Go be with your baby mama, the stripper. They say they had the baby. And leave this woman alone. Okay, and stop all this foolishness. Shit. I ain't got time for this. Your dumb looking self. Then they say that Kev Jr. pled not guilty. Remember the prosecution, they were trying to figure out if they were going to charge him for busting his daddy in the mouth, okay, and calling him a bitch. Get my words together. You know, and it was this whole confrontation in the grocery store parking lot because Kev Jr. was mad at Kev Sr. for all the things that's going on with him and Wendy Williams. Okay. So he pled not guilty. The prosecution said that they will take into consideration the fact that, you know, Kev Sr. does not want to press any charges. He said none of this stuff happened the way that, you know, the press is reporting it. And I guess, you know, he does not want to charge, you know, have his son get charged and have shit like that on his record and all of that. So he's willing to just kind of let bygones be bygones. You know, shit got a little heated. I mean, there's always a time when a young son and the father have, you know, they differences and it meets in some sort of, you know, highly emotional way. So, I mean, maybe this was just their moment. But I have a feeling that case is going to go away. And Kev Jr.'s lawyers say that they believe that it will go away too. And lastly, you guys, y'all know West Coast is the best coast food. What? They're going to be having a Black Ink Compton. And people have been asking me if I'm going to review it. And I will just say that it's on the table. Okay, I'm thinking about it. But you guys, I have PTSD from Black Ink Chicago. Like, the thought. Like, I haven't even watched Black Ink Chicago this season. But, you know, just looking at Brittany's reviews and her little postings that she do on Instagram, it's still the same bullshit from all these seasons, and I just don't have the energy. People from West Coast, we don't usually roll like that, so I'm just hoping that it don't be that kind of full of fucking niggatry. I mean, I know we got to have some of it for the show, but that brand that they got in Chicago, child, I can't do that again. So I'm still, you know, I'm still praying on it. You know, Lord ain't gave me my answer yet, but when I do know, I will let you guys know. So right now, it's not a definite no, but it ain't a yes either. Oh, and I forgot one last thing. Rockstar Shop 97211 wanted me to let you guys know that they just broke up with Bay and they is ready to get out there and get to dating immediately. So if you interested, y'all, hit her up on Instagram. I was like, you sure you want me to put you out there like that? She said, oh yes, definitely. Okay, honey, I will do that. And since I'm doing that, let's also give a shout out to another Rockstar Music Red Fan 25. Y'all know I usually don't do shout outs, but since I remembered to do that, we might as well remember to do the damn birthday shout out too. Okay, so shout out to you. Hopefully you have a wonderful birthday, whatever it is that you're doing. Be safe out there, and Rocky gonna take it on back to work. Alright, you guys, we do this every single week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.